Across the globe, more than 100 million women are on the pill. And in Europe, it's the most common form of contraception. It all started in the 1950s, when American scientists developed the first hormone-based contraceptive pill to prevent unwanted pregnancies. By May 10, 1960, it was approved by the FDA and shortly after was introduced to the UK. This was revolutionary in the female space. It gave women a chance to have control over their reproductive rights and allowed them to pursue careers without the fear of unwanted pregnancies. But it also came with risks. The side effect of the pill could cause weight gain, temperamental moods, and other more serious possibilities. Which means, fast forward to today, women must be screened for risk factors before being prescribed the pill. And after all this time, the burden still rests on women. It's time we found out if men would consider taking contraception, to share the responsibility and create gender equity in the contraceptive space. So the question is, when will there be a pill for him? Let's begin with the want for male contraceptives. Is this even something men would consider? The Male Contraceptive Initiative is finding out.
We've found in a study that Male Contraceptive Initiative did in the US alone that over 17 million men are seeking novel forms of male contraception. And then the global research that we've been working on with partners over the past couple of years has demonstrated up to 70% of men in 7 countries are interested in having novel methods available to them.
Given that there are very few options on the male side, what we're seeing is the greatest opportunity to close that gap is going to be through male contraception.
The Male Contraceptive Initiative, or MCI, is a small, non-profit organisation providing grants and advocacy efforts to support product developers in the non-hormonal, reversible, male contraceptive space.
Male Contraceptive Initiative's mission is to provide men and their partners with more opportunities to have reproductive autonomy, which means really being able to protect themselves, their relationships, and each other from unintended pregnancy. And really it's about, again, bringing more funding into the field.
So we've established that there is a market for male contraceptives. Next, let's have a look at what that contraception might look like for men.
Cecil is working on an on-demand pill that inhibits motility. It also shuts off the ability for the sperm to fertilize the egg. The on-demand pill and on-demand options are limited on the female side, and so both on the male and the female side we're seeing a significant opportunity for on-demand option like this.
Now that we've established that men are interested in taking contraception, and that there's an opportunity to create a new option with an on-demand contraceptive, it's hard to understand what's stopping us from bringing male contraception options to market.
Why we don't have male contraceptives on the market today is really driven by a misbelief that the science is too challenging, as well as this notion that women should be responsible for, shouldering family planning responsibilities.
There are some societal factors in the way, but this is starting to change. The funding and research advocacy that MCI are providing product developers is essential to keep this shift in thought progressing.
We talk about gender equity a lot these days, and to me, this is the root of gender equity. It's men supporting their female partners by saying, hey, we can trade off contraception, or I can contracept as well, so we have double protection. It really opens up a whole new dynamic in the conversation around reproductive health.
It is crucial to share and advocate for male contraceptives because in doing so, we are able to build and facilitate empathy.
And empathy fosters the growth of demand.
Contraceptive needs change throughout a person's lifespan. Your reproductive journey is very unique on an individual basis. So we really want to have a suite of options available for people to use.
MCI's role in the male contraceptive space will continue to evolve with their partners' needs, to help make sure that men receive the contraception they want, to bring equity to this space and to lift the burden off women's shoulders, allowing us to share responsibilities in the relationships we make.